Hello, my name is Joseph Wise. I was born on July 5th, 1990, in Montclair, California, and I was raised in Corona. Yeah, this is a picture of me about 16 years ago when I joined the Army. I was active duty from 2010 and I got out in 2014. I deployed to Afghanistan in 2011. I was a year deployment and I was an infantryman. I wouldn't say I loved every minute of it, but I do have a love-hate relationship for it. Since I've been out of the Army, I've been working private security, and that is where I met my wife, Amanda, and her son, Stone. I was working at Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills, Jack Hibbs Church, and I met her son, Stone, when he was just turned 4. And 11 months later, I proposed. On the picture on the right is we went to the courthouse and got married in Laguna Hills. So I'm not sure, I don't recall saying on the last slide, but I met my wife in January of 2021 and I proposed that December. In July of 2022, we got married, and in September, you see here in these pictures, was when we had our reception day. And just a few months later, my wife got pregnant and we had my firstborn son. This is Silas. He is the joy of my life. He's one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. I love raising him and showing him what's important and just teaching him um, about life. And it's very important to me that he knows who Jesus is. And you can see here in these other couple pictures that he's praying with us, and it's just amazing to see him grow every day. I made the decision that I wanted to re-enlist in the Army. Um, so I did in January of 2025. I had already been working at CBU. I forgot to mention that. I am working in safety services here at CBU. And I started working here June of 2024, and in January of 2025, I re-enlisted. And they had to send me back to basic combat training. So I was gone from my family, my sons, for about 3 months without any contact, which was one of the hardest things I've done. You can see here in the middle and right photo is my family day, and the next day after that was graduation, and I got to go home. And I can't really say exactly what I do in the Army now, not on a public forum like this. Um, but let's just say it's a very important job. What I can tell you is that I love competing in what's called the Best Warrior competition, and I love representing my detachment and my battalion. So you can see here, these are photos of when I won my battalion-wide Best Warrior competition, and I just won the brigade-wide Best Warrior competition, and this coming November I'll be partaking in the um, Merc-wide Best Warrior competition. It's just the next level up. This slide shows just my hobbies is being with my family and doing things with my sons. You can see on the left photo, I just put my two boys in Taekwondo. My oldest loves it and he's excelling in it. And my youngest is having still a little bit of trouble adjusting, but he does love the concept. He really, really wants to be a Power Ranger. And he also loves the Avengers. As you can see, this middle photo, he asked the face painter if he could be Captain America. And so she drew um, red, white, and blue on his face. And then on the very right photo is my wife and my son Silas. And he is, even though he's wearing a Spider-Man shirt, they are both pretending to be Iron Man and they're shooting me with his hand. This is my last slide. I just love, like I said, doing things with my family. That's all I do when I'm not working, is I try to find the funnest things that they love to do, and I just set out and try to fulfill their day with as many memories with me as I can. You can see here we just took a day out in Redlands, is where I'm living now, and we went on a long walk to our nearest fire department. And along the way, we stopped at what's called um, Freedom Bowls, which they sell acai bowls. You can see on the lower left picture, that's my son Stone and Silas with him. But the owner of the company asked if he could recite the Pledge of Allegiance, then he would get a free bowl, and which he did, and he got his free acai bowl. And then on the photo on the right, I was reading this book. It's called The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel. And my son Silas decided to grab one of his books and come and sit on the couch with me and read. And it's funny enough, he ended up picking a book about Jesus. So my wife had to capture that moment. And yeah, so that is my introduction. That's me in a nutshell. Just a family man who loves God, my country, and my family.